Hey, hi, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, it is always tremendous to be back out here with you. Today, we are taking a continued look at Hell Clock, because of course we are. I've been hooked on this game. It's amazing. It keeps me coming back. We've got all kinds of new stuff now. I know, you're familiar with the repeater, but look at this. We can drop a big bell now. Okay? We can slow things down in this time field. It's pretty stellar. Let me show you where we're at real quick. So, I have opened up several things. We've gone much deeper into the skill tree. I have all the multipliers on the gold gang opened up, and I've just now started applying points to additional experience gain. Isn't that awesome? So, lately, I've been moving in this direction. This is locked until we get to Act 2, so I just said, hey, that's fine. I'll start heading down this way. So I'm on the path of physical resistance, which is going to take us into movement speed, and from there, cooldown speed, but from there, attack speed. This is the one I'm really excited about, and then I'm very excited about expanding the inventory space as well. So, we are going to have a run today, and we are going to get further than we ever have before. Now, hopefully, the goat is not going to have to eat crow. This guy showed up as well after one of the encounters, and we are now going after the head cutter. He is the nasty boss, blocking us from completing Act 1, okay? And he's a little bit of a jerk for that. But don't worry. We're gonna do what we can. Believe it or not, I am considering Area of Effect, but it's hard to walk away from a rare. I'm sure we will expand out the Area of Effect. The neat thing about the bell, besides it being a bell that crash lands on top of enemies' foreheads, is that it also gives off a decay effect. So we've got the crushing physical damage, and then we've got some elemental effects as well, which I quite like. I'm quite liking the combination of fire and decay and other effects that I can find my way into. But I have been pretty glued to this video game. Increase critical damage by 50%. Wow. Okay, speak of the bell. Truth be told, there are plenty of other games that I could be taking a look at as well. But Hell Clock has just really grabbed me, and it will not let go. I've been having such a wonderful time with it. I know plenty of other people have been having a great time with it. I'm glad that you all have gotten a chance to get in there and play it as well. We're going to drop the mana cost of the bell, since we're probably going to want to be using it more often. Let's go with some movement speed. Yes, Undermine 2 came out. I have not yet had a chance to give that one a look, but that is the plan. That is the plan. I'd like to try and get to that today, if possible. If you played some Undermine 2 so far, let us know how it is in the comments. I was surprised to see it show up with mixed reviews on the Steams. I think people have lots and lots of love and are very passionate about that first game in the series. And I know sometimes it can be hard to live up to, you know, the previous title. I wonder if that's what happened. I don't know. This was just a cursory look at what some of the folks were saying. Hey, you know what? The clock is stopped right now. Cheers to all of you. Grab a sip of coffee here. Wonderful. Elemental damage plus 15%. I think that sounds just fine. Let's do that. Yeah, it's been fun with this one. I have since gotten my brother addicted to it as well. And I would imagine some of you that picked it up are enjoying the addiction as well. It's just so much fun to come in and just blast a whole group of them, isn't it? All right, we're going to go with mana cost reduction on that. And let's hop on over to here and grab this. Nice. Let's not get stuck on the environment if we can avoid it, right? Right? I love how often the trinkets pop. That was a worthy addition on the skill tree, influencing the drop rate of those. All right. This is going pretty well so far. Increases damage of area of effect skills by 25%. Well, you know, we do have a number of those. We've got the grenades that drop, and we have, of course, the time effect itself, right? The time field. That would definitely be considered area of effect, but it doesn't do damage. So I suppose we'll go with elemental this time. Make the fire a little bit more fiery, right? Just build that heat a little bit up, right? Okay, what do we got here? Cooldown minus 25%, so you can get a little bit more dashy more often, right? We like that. We like this too. Slow them down a little bit longer, right? Boy. I feel like I should say slow them down a little longer with Big Red, right? Does that do anything for you? Remember the Big Red commercials? No? No? Everybody's just confused right now? Okay. All right, just me. We're going to go with that. 35% longer. That sounds good. Big Red. What a time, huh? I know somebody out there remembers what I'm talking about. That's why I love this community. We can all be nostalgic together for things. You ever pop in an old VHS? Well, I guess nobody does that anymore, right? Unless you got a VCR floating around, but it's been a number of years. But you know, I can think of times you popped in an old VHS and you go, holy moly, look at these commercials, right? You get a Big Red commercial and there you're going, whoa. How about the Doublemint twins, right? Does that do anything for you? Maybe? What a time. All right. Did we visit this? I'm glad I double-checked that. Fire damage plus 30%. Whoa. Okay. Better look out, 'cause we're coming. Yeah, the gold multiplier was a really, really nice addition. All right. Look at how fast these guys go down. It's crazy. And I know there was a hallway down there. This one's got a chest. There we go. All right. So back to 3,100. Mana, life, physical damage. How about a redraw? I like this one. Alright, we have gotten to a zone with a frozen clock, and that means we've reached the coffee zone. The sip zone. Cheers to all of you. Hope you're having a good day so far. If you're having a fun time so far, do me a favor. Hit that like button. It'll help more people see the video and learn about this game. It was pretty fast, right? It was pretty fast. All right, so I have most of these. And so basically we're just picking one to eventually break down. Ooh, look at this. Enemy explosion area of effect plus 30%. Wow. Wow, you love to see it. You know what I love to see is some boxes that maybe we missed out on. No? Okay. All right, we're out. Now, these eggs always remind me of Critters. If you know Critters, Bradley Brown back in town, if that does anything for you. Maybe. Love the Critters films. What was the guy's name? The bounty hunter, Charlie? I think it was Charlie. Kill Kreitz, right? Well, that was Gus. I think. Right? Did you come to this video expecting Critters talk? Look, I'm sorry, not sorry. We're going places today. Look at this gold. Wow-wee. All right. Love it. I don't feel like we have the need to blow past everything just yet. I think I am going to go with this one of these. I do like the evasion when it pops off. Usually you get a green indication that you have bypassed getting hit. Yeah, Critters. Late night horror films, right? That would just pop up on normal TV. You know, I think Leonardo DiCaprio got his start in one of those films, I swear. Might have been 4. Critters 3. I don't know. You know, they started making so many of them, and it just... They don't match the essence of that first and second film, right? I know I'm talking about the Critters series like it was some renaissance of film. Maybe it was for me. How dare you? All right, we're gonna go crit chance. I know it's only 4%, but we can build that up if we try hard. I feel like going up against these big guys, the clappers, if you can take them down pretty well, that always feels like a good indication of how you're doing so far, you know? Prolonged distortion. Yeah, we're going to do that. I do have a relic that I want to put up on the reliquary sometime soon, where anybody that gets put in that time distortion field, it gives them a status where they take even more damage from some of the elemental effects and such. There was an evasion. Wonderful. All right. Folks, we're rocking. We're rocking. We've got 5:46 left. We're going to get a little bit of time back. Let's take a sip of coffee here. One person in the comments the other day said that, you know, they've basically been trained. You know, it's in the DNA now. When they're going to watch a Goat Force gaming video, they got to have a coffee with them. They got to be ready for the sips. And it's hard for me to tell you how much I appreciate that. That's amazing. All right. So I do want to grab a little bit of experience along the way. I don't want to take a ton of time in these areas, but I don't want to miss out on too much, you know? All right, we're going to redraw these. Oh, that was worth it, wasn't it? Oh, man, they're always pulling on our heartstrings, you know? I don't think I've ever even had this. Dash distance plus 25%. That's pretty cool. Increase crit damage by 40%. Man, oh, man. I'm leaning that way. I know. I know. But consider that we use this very, very frequently. Could probably even insert another very in there, right? Like I say, not too much time, but a little bit of time spent in the area. We like those trinkets anyways, too, so gotta do a little bit of work for them. Oh, I think I took a wrong turn on Albuquerque, didn't I? That's alright. That's alright, we'll head this way. Alright, Blessing of Lethality, Blessing of Spirit, Blessing of Constitution. Well, and we've got 5,000. You know what, I'm going to see if I can get a 4,500 to pop. This would have been nice. Grants 20% move speed and attack speed for 3 seconds after you evade an attack. Alright, we'll do this one. Help with those crits. It's nice being able to pop that bell off. Alright, so that's going to give us more experience, I believe, while that thing is active. So, Conviction, Decay, Resistance. Retaliation, Aura. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. Figure we fight while that's active, right? Alright. Let's keep moving. Now here's the thing. There's a chest right over here, so maybe we see how much we get, right? Okay, still not enough for the good stuff, unfortunately. Alright, rather than re-roll, we're just gonna keep moving here. And let's go... Thinking Prolonged Distortion. Oh wow, another Shrine of Learning. That's crazy. Okay. Try and make up for some time here. Right after that, of course. I figured that would cause a level up. I am going to redraw in this case. Conviction, decay, resistance. All right. We'll go with it. I know it's been popping up lately. I'm going to skip that this time. There we are. Okay. Well. Now wait a second. Wait a second. Is there any gold over here? Can we, come on. Don't do it to us. There we go. Increases all projectile skill damage by plus 50%. Wow, okay. All right, we have froze the clock, folks. Let's take a sip here. All right. Once more into the maelstrom, right? Thank goodness for time distortion fields. Am I right? Well, I'm glad we got the boost to all marksman damage. That was amazing. Oh, buddy. Now, I want to tell you something. I've been playing for a while, as you're aware. That battle, when I first had that battle, I've played this area a number of times. When I first played that battle, that took several minutes. That was not as easy as that. So, you build up to it, basically. The old bell spawns 1 Spirits of Canudos. Here's another one that I want to pop on once I get more space in the inventory. So, we'll take that. Cool down on the dash. Yes. Yes. All right, we're back to 417. We have, we have basically entered hell here. And we are going to cruise a little bit. We're going to hit the chests, of course. Okay, we've got some new enemies on the scene. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of work here and there. We don't want to completely abandon our experience boost, right? Still need the growth. There we go. All right, Shadow of Readiness. Oh boy, we can't even afford a... all right, we're just leaning all the way into slow. You know what? Here's a chest. All right. I was gonna say I might fight some of these guys. They were appearing as elite enemies on the map, I thought, with the red dots. That's usually what that indicates. Protected Grand Relic of Plague, plus 11% to all resistances. Take minus 6% damage from close enemies. That's interesting. I don't have that one yet. All right, if I was going to buy one, what would be that? Objects of great power. All right, we are at 257 here. And we are getting dashy with it, I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. Wowee. Now you see, some of these enemies are kind enough to have resistances, and that's where it just comes down to the sheer damage of your bullets and everything else that you're doing out there. Okay, we're gonna pop that off. I would like some of these things. All right, we're gonna go... What are we gonna go? We're gonna go life this time. Oh, look at us. Look at us. Now remember the spirit in our hub area that I told you just kind of popped up? We got him over here. We do get that bell back pretty fast, don't we? So we'll let them hang out and walk through the decay over and over again. And that's nice for us. Boy, that time distortion really does hang out for a while. That's cool. And there's the Wraith. Well, I blew that one, didn't I? Alright, let's pop off a Cherry Ludens real quick here. You know, I think we can just finish this guy off, huh? Boom, boom, bang-a-rang. I'll take a sip. Cheers to all of you. All right, so we're gonna go with this. And here we go. 2.5. I know. It's, this is where it gets very challenging. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm not even sure where the gold guy went. Did we take him out all the way? We must have. I would like to stay and fight those guys, but I think they're going to take some time. This is where dash really starts to pay off, you know, when it comes down to it. Ideally, I'd have more time and I'd be able to fight these guys and earn experience and, you know, what have you. All the stuff that's important to keeping us going while they build durability and force. We'll go life regen. Why not? All right, a minute 25. Let's keep rocking if we can. You really have to put your trust in the Garmin at the top right. You know about the Garmin. Oh, that's a wrong turn on Albuquerque, that one. Couple Ludens there. That'll fix that for us right away. Can't afford anything. Okay. Hey, floor 20. How about it? What a time. I know. I am not stopping for anybody because I would like to show you what's going to happen if we can make it. And then you can see how far I've gotten so far, because this is kind of how my runs have been going. You know what? Why not? Why not at this point? Hey, we made it. 27 seconds to go. How about that? That's exciting, right? Okay, I'm glad we all agree. It's very exciting. It's a little bit dark in here. I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, remember the head cutter I was mentioning? This is the head cutter. And the head cutter, well, things are going to get wild out here. Things are going to get very, very wild. Yeah, things are certainly getting wild, aren't they? Now, if we don't manage those enemy generators, basically we're going to be up against an infinite force of crawlies, and not the type of crawlies you like. It's the other kind. It's the bad kind. Now, the issue that I've been running into is that there are so many crawlies. And more profane nests, which I love that name. More profane nests pop up basically all the time, as you're seeing right now, right? And so eventually, you have about 9,000 crawlies coming at you, right? And here's the other thing about this. I'm not leveling up right now, you know? So we have all of that. And I think what needs to happen is that I need more power. I think I'm being overpowered at this point. Now, we are doing some damage occasionally, but it's very occasional. And what usually happens to me at this point is I get overrun by the crawlies. Now look, I'm gonna give it the old college try today. All right, we're gonna try hard, but you can kind of get a feel for well, maybe the way things are gonna go, you know. And you're saying, listen to the goat, he's counting himself out in the middle of battle, of all things. He's not gonna win with that attitude. I know. How dare I, right? Look, sometimes we have to face facts in life, right? Maybe there's a point where you blow up all the profane nests and he gets very upset about it, and oh, there's another one, and maybe he just grabs his rattle and goes home. I don't know. Probably not. I'm guessing that's not how that works. But he surrounds himself quite well. I will say it's nice how often we can drop this bell. And maybe it's just a matter of dropping the bell over and up. Oh boy. Oh boy. And maybe I just have to smash them to death with the bell. But even that only seems to, like, slow them down just a little bit. So maybe it's a matter of powering up the bell. I'm not sure. Holy cow. If only all of them were dropping those stones. You know, the meta progression resource. So it's usually around this time that I get overrun. I mean, I suppose I could just continue circling and dropping this. But you see how the nests build up, and, you know, it becomes a little bit of a situation. Like right now, it's a little bit of a situation is how I would describe it. You know what I mean? So, bring me your thoughts and ideas. Because I'm happy to try new things. And, you know, it might just be that it's a matter of, you know, needing to play more, open up more power, more relics, upgrade relics, make things even more powerful, etc., repeat. So, you know, I was pretty sure we were done for that time. See, he's not even halfway. So at some point, I usually just accept my fate. And that's like right around now. Where we're just gonna lean in and say, take us. Right? Because it's, you know, at some point it's the right thing to do. I mean, you can't, you know, the math just didn't math for us, right? So let's see what we got here. Open for a point or two for the skill tree. That would be great. Let's go see how we did. Okay, hey, you know what? Every point is a step in the right direction, right? So let's, you know, here's the other thing. The cost of the blessings certainly started to get away from us as well. And I believe there is somewhere a way to... Oh, there we go. Yeah. So, well, that's for the redraw, which I guess goes hand in hand with that. I believe there is a spot where you can reduce the cost somewhere in the tree. There's a lot of awesome stuff to choose from, truth be told. We also have the red portal thing, which I have not spent as much time on, you know. Part of me wonders if it's worth skipping the opening areas so that you could spend majority of your time in those later stages to build even more experience. You know, I mean, maybe that's actually a thing. Maybe that's a thing to try, right? So let's open that up, and then let's come over to the reliquary, and you know, you see, so I've got a lot going on. I think this would be interesting to use. But again, I like what I've got going here because the repeater is so good. I've leveled this up. We're one away from being maxed out, and I think the next cost is 5,000 to get that maxed out. This is also very good. You know, you've got plague damage there, which is really interesting, going hand in hand with. Now this over here, I don't actually know if this is improving the projectile. I actually wonder if this is more talking about the blunderbuss weapon, you know, that does the actual shotgun spray. I don't know if this is actually affecting the repeater. I mean, this is a projectile skill over here, but I don't know if that is anyway, I could talk for a while about that. What I will likely do is melt some of these down with this tool and grab another skill point and then spend it on something. But folks, I will tell you, I'm having such a good time with this game. It's just outstanding. I can't say enough good stuff about it. It's just such a fantastic game. So I'll tell you what, we will do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because they're the best and you're the best. I really appreciate all the support. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time out there. Goodbye.